Hey there, and welcome to HisTime365. I'm so glad you're here for day 67 of our 365-day journey through the Bible. Today, we'll look at Judges 5 through 7, and I'll walk you through what happens, what it means, and why it matters. I'll share a summary and some insights to help you see the big picture and connect with the heart of the scripture. During your quiet time, I encourage you to read today's lesson in a Bible translation that speaks to you best. Now, grab a quiet moment, take a deep breath, and let's spend a few minutes giving God His time. The power of faith. Deborah, Gideon, and God's deliverance. Have you ever faced a challenge that seemed too big to handle? The stories of Deborah and Gideon in Judges 5 through 7 remind us that faith can lead to extraordinary victories even when the odds are stacked against us. In Judges 5, we witness a powerful song of victory sung by Deborah, a prophetess and judge of Israel. After a fierce battle against the Canaanite king Jabin and his commander Sisera, Deborah and Barak celebrate their triumph. This song isn't just a recounting of the battle. It's a call to remember how God delivered Israel from oppression. Deborah boldly sings praises, reminding the people that the Lord fought for Israel. Judges 5:23. The narrative takes us back to the days when Israel was oppressed, showcasing how God raised Deborah as a leader. She summoned Barak and instructed him to gather an army to fight Sisera. Barak, though willing, hesitated, saying he would only go if she accompanied him. Deborah agreed, but she prophesied that the glory of the victory would not belong to him, but to a woman. This foreshadows the pivotal role Jael would play later in the story. As we transition into Judges 6, we meet Gideon, a man who initially appears timid and uncertain. The Israelites are again under siege, this time by the Midianites. Gideon is found hiding, trying to thresh wheat in a winepress to avoid detection. God's angel visits him, calling him a mighty man of valor, which must have felt surreal to Gideon. God commands Gideon to lead Israel against their oppressors. However, Gideon is unsure. He asks God for signs, including the famous fleece test, where he requests the fleece to be wet while the ground remains dry, and vice versa. Each time, God confirms his promise, patiently encouraging Gideon's wavering faith. Finally, in Judges 7, Gideon assembles an army of 32,000 men, but God tells him that this number is too large. He wants to ensure that the victory belongs to him alone and not to human strength. Through a series of tests, Gideon's army is reduced to just 300 men. With such a small force, the odds seem impossible. In a dramatic turn of events, God instructs Gideon to sneak into the Midianite camp at night. There, Gideon overhears a soldier recounting a dream which he interprets as a sign of their impending defeat. Filled with renewed courage, Gideon returns to his men, who follow his lead into battle. Armed with trumpets and torches concealed in jars, they surround the Midianite camp at night, creating confusion and chaos. The Midianites turn on each other in fear and panic, leading to their defeat. These chapters highlight the importance of faith, courage, and obedience in overcoming challenges. Gideon's journey from doubt to decisive action is relatable. We often find ourselves hesitating in the face of daunting tasks, whether they involve work, family responsibilities, or personal struggles. For instance, consider a workplace project that seems overwhelming. Like Gideon, you might question your ability to lead the team, but sometimes it's about taking that first step and trusting that you're not alone in the struggle. Faith in your abilities and support from your colleagues can make a significant difference. Similarly, in family life, we often face challenges that can feel insurmountable. Whether it's navigating a teenager's rebellion or managing a household budget, having faith in your ability to guide your family and seeking help from others can make a significant difference. Deborah's leadership reminds us that we can rise to the occasion even when we doubt ourselves. Financial challenges can also be daunting. Perhaps you're faced with mounting bills or unexpected expenses. Like Gideon, who was initially overwhelmed by the size of his enemies, you can start small. Creating a budget, seeking advice, or even reaching out for assistance can be your first steps towards financial stability. In our digital lives, the constant barrage of information can feel like an overwhelming battle. We might find ourselves struggling with digital addiction or social media pressures. Like Gideon, we need to take a step back, assess our priorities, and trust in our ability to manage our time effectively. By setting boundaries and focusing on what truly matters, we can find peace in the midst of chaos. The stories of Deborah and Gideon teach us that no matter how small we feel or how big the challenge, faith and courage can lead to incredible victories. They show us that we're capable of more than we realize, especially when we lean on God for strength. In conclusion, remember this: with God on our side, no challenge is too great. What challenges in your life require you to take a leap of faith like Gideon did? How can you encourage others in your family or community when they feel overwhelmed? And what ways can you apply Deborah's leadership qualities in your daily life? Thanks so much for joining me today for His Time 365. Remember, today's reading is Judges 5 through 7, so be sure to spend some time with those verses during your quiet time. Tomorrow, we'll be diving into Judges 8 through 11, so feel free to read ahead if you'd like to prepare. If you enjoyed this time together, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so that you never miss a day on this journey. I'll see you right back here tomorrow for day 68. Until then, stay encouraged, and thank you for giving God His time today.